Imagine a fire burning inside your body, not hot enough to feel, but persistent enough to damage everything in its path. This is chronic inflammation, a slow, smoldering immune response that quietly erodes your health, accelerates aging, and fuels nearly every major disease of our time. Unlike acute inflammation, which is short-lived and protective, chronic inflammation is stealthy. It doesn't come with a swollen ankle or a fever. It comes with fatigue, brain fog, weight gain, and a growing list of symptoms we often dismiss as normal or just getting older. But chronic inflammation is anything but normal. It's a warning sign that your body is stuck in survival mode, and it's time to listen. Welcome back to the Healthy Lifestyles channel. I'm Dr. Lester. Today I'm going to talk about chronic inflammation, what it is, what causes it, the dangers, and how to reverse it. Let's dive in. So what is chronic inflammation? Inflammation is your body's natural defense system. When you get injured or infected, your immune system sends white blood cells to the site to fight off invaders and begin repair. This is acute inflammation, short-term, targeted, and essential. Chronic inflammation, however, is different. It's a long-term, low-grade immune response that persists even when there's no clear threat. Instead of healing, it harms. It damages tissues, disrupts hormones, and confuses your immune system into attacking healthy cells. Think of it as a faulty alarm system, constantly ringing, even when there's no fire. What causes chronic inflammation? Chronic inflammation doesn't come from one source. It's the result of cumulative stressors that overwhelm your body's ability to regulate itself. Here are the most common culprits. 1. Poor diet. Highly processed foods, refined sugars, trans fats, and artificial additives are inflammatory by nature. They spike blood sugar, disrupt gut health, and trigger immune responses that never fully shut off. Excess omega-6 fatty acids from vegetable oils versus omega-3s from fish and flaxseed create an imbalance that promotes inflammation. Gluten, dairy, and other common allergens can provoke immune responses in sensitive individuals. Artificial sweeteners and preservatives irritate the gut lining, leading to leaky gut and systemic inflammation. 2. Chronic stress. Stress isn't just mental, it's biochemical. When you're under constant pressure, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are helpful short-term, but toxic when sustained. Chronic stress suppresses immune regulation, increases inflammatory cytokines, and impairs digestion and sleep. Emotional stress can be just as inflammatory as physical stress, especially when unresolved. 3. Sedentary lifestyle. Movement is medicine. When you don't move, circulation slows, lymphatic drainage stalls, and antioxidant production drops. Exercise reduces inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP. Lack of movement contributes to insulin resistance, weight gain, and poor detoxification. 4. Environmental toxins. We're exposed to thousands of chemicals daily, from air pollution and pesticides to plastics and heavy metals. These toxins accumulate and provoke immune responses. Endocrine disruptors like BPA and phthalates interfere with hormone balance. Mold, volatile organic compounds in paints and lacquers, paint strippers and pesticides, and household cleaners can trigger respiratory and systemic inflammation. 5. Sleep deprivation. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. Without it, inflammation rises. Poor sleep disrupts circadian rhythms, impairs immune function, and increases cortisol. Sleep apnea, insomnia, and irregular sleep patterns all contribute to chronic inflammation. 6. Hidden infections and autoimmune conditions. Viruses like Epstein-Barr, Lyme disease, and gut pathogens can trigger ongoing immune responses. Autoimmune diseases like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and Hashimoto's involve the immune system attacking healthy tissue. These conditions are both caused by and contributors to chronic inflammation. Often, they go undiagnosed for years, fueling silent damage. Here's why chronic inflammation is dangerous. Chronic inflammation is the common denominator in nearly every modern disease. It's not just a symptom, it's a root cause. 1. Heart disease. Inflammation damages blood vessels, promotes plaque buildup, and increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Elevated CRP levels are a known marker of cardiovascular risk. 2. Type 2 diabetes. Inflammation interferes with insulin signaling, leading to insulin resistance. Over time, this can progress to full-blown diabetes and metabolic syndrome. 3. Cancer. Persistent inflammation can damage DNA, promote tumor growth, and suppress immune surveillance. Certain cancers, like colon, liver, and pancreatic, are strongly linked to chronic inflammation. 4. Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. Inflammation in the brain is associated with memory loss, brain fog, and neurodegenerative diseases. Overactive microglial cells, the brain's immune defenders, can damage neurons and accelerate aging. 5. Autoimmune disorders. In diseases like multiple sclerosis, psoriasis, and inflammatory bowel disease, the immune system attacks healthy tissue. Chronic inflammation is both a trigger and a consequence. 6. Accelerated aging. Inflammation shortens telomeres, damages mitochondria, and impairs cellular repair. This leads to premature aging, fatigue, and reduced resilience. The good news? Chronic inflammation is reversible. Here's how to fight back. 1. Eat an anti-inflammatory diet. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods that nourish your cells and calm your immune system. Leafy greens, berries, fatty fish, turmeric, ginger, olive oil, flaxseed. Avoid sugar, processed foods, trans fats, and artificial additives. Consider eliminating gluten, dairy, or other triggers if sensitive. 2. Move your body. Exercise boosts circulation, detoxification, and immune regulation. Aim for 30 minutes of movement daily, walking, yoga, strength training, or dancing. Even light movement reduces inflammation markers. 3. Manage stress. Stress is inflammatory. Learn to regulate your nervous system. Breathwork, meditation, journaling, therapy, nature walks. Practice gratitude and emotional release techniques. 4. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is your body's repair mode. Protect it fiercely. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Create a wind-down routine, limit screens, and keep a consistent schedule. 5. Detox your environment. Reduce exposure to toxins that fuel inflammation. Use clean personal care and household products. Filter your water and air. Avoid plastics and processed packaging. 6. Support gut health. Your gut is ground zero for inflammation. Eat fiber-rich foods, fermented vegetables, and prebiotics. Consider probiotics and digestive enzymes. Heal leaky gut with bone broth, glutamine, and anti-inflammatory herbs. My final thought: heal the fire before it burns you. Chronic inflammation is stealthy, but not unstoppable. It's your body's way of saying, something's wrong. The key is to listen early, act consistently, and treat inflammation not as a symptom, but as a signal. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. Because the fire within doesn't have to consume you. It can be cooled, healed, and transformed, starting today. If you enjoy this type of content, please like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. Let me know if there is a topic that you would like me to address. And check out my award-winning book, Stronger by the Day, Master the Habits of Health, Fitness, and Vitality. Slimmer and Stronger by the Day, The Habit Blueprint for Lasting Weight Loss, and Living Longer and Stronger by the Day, The Everyday Habits for Lifelong Health and Vitality, all available on Amazon. Until next time, nourish, move, relax, and revitalize. See you in the next video.